Good day, viewers. Walter here. Thought I'd do just a little bit of a quick vlog. Today I did a lot of ranting and raving about crime and punishment in the United States. I'll express my opinion on that. You can either agree or disagree with me. I appreciate you stopping by my channel today. And any comments, pro or negative, to my comments, I'd be more than welcome here, and I'll be happy to answer any questions or comments within reason, of course. Looking at my desktop here, I cleaned it up quite a bit. I thought I'd mention that before I get off on my rant, but I also did a review update on my Starlink system, talked about a few other things. 10 minutes after 6 in the PM. Just a minute ago, that thermometer said 99 degrees. Now it's 98. Now it's 97. Cloud must be blowing in out there. It's been a hot one. Walter has done nothing but stay in out of the heat. I thought today I'd do just a little bit of a update on my Starlink. I got a delivery today from Starlink. A pipe I ordered to mount my satellite dish on. I'd say there's probably 2 pipes in there to snap together. They are very heavy. I was thinking it might be a cheap, thin pipe, but the weight of that thing is, feels like every bit of 18 to 20 pounds. So that's not light pipe. But there's no hurry to install it, because my viewers know that I ordered a 175-foot wire. Got an email a while ago saying that it haven't even shipped the wire yet. They'll ship it, estimated to ship it on the 12th, probably around here on the 15th. But this one was a couple of days late from what they said, so I might not get it before the 16th or 17th. But anyway, that's what I've been holding off for on my Starlink project. I haven't been intentionally delaying it, although this heat would be a good reason to delay it. But the main reason is to wait for that longer wire. I'm thinking my best bet is going to be to go ahead and dig a trench and bury the cable out as far out in the front yard as I can get it to open area. That would be far cheaper than cutting down all these trees around here. Spent too many years growing these trees. Now I can go on the roof of the house and probably find a clear sky. And I've discussed earlier how Walter's got no business on the roof. I've been up there plenty of times in the past, but I was in a lot better physical condition. And the truth of the matter is, it's probably 150 degrees up there on them rough shingles. Walter ain't going up there. But it looks like my best bet is going to be to install that pipe. So right now, we're just watching Starlink with the antenna thrown on the ground the way it was the other day when I showed you. I'll insert a clip of the satellite. Well, I could walk out there and show you right now for that matter. But I've been very satisfied with the reception that I have been getting, although a signal drops out once every 10 minutes or something as it rotates between the satellites. But it doesn't drop out no more than 2 or 3 seconds. Now that's a whole lot less to drop out than I was getting with AT&T, and I've been paying them money up the yin-yang for years for a service that I wasn't getting. And like I say, I'm very well pleased with the signal I'm getting from Starlink. And from what I understand, it's only going to get better. It's not going to get worse. You got to realize that Starlink is still launching satellites up there and putting them in orbit around the Earth. And I don't know exactly how it works, but when the satellites come over, your satellite dish reaches out and contacts the satellite. Okay, the signal's going to beam from that satellite to another satellite to another satellite. The more satellites they got up there, the better connection you have. And from up there, it beams it right back to Earth to a transfer station. And from there, it goes right to the servers at Google or wherever the servers are. Now, I'm receiving 1080p, the best reception I can get on this television. Right now, I'm on streaming YouTube. I was watching the news a while ago about the disaster in Maui. That's really terrible. And it's only going to get worse. They're still finding bodies. My prayers go out to all the victims of Maui. And I hope they get plenty of help and aid over there to help them out in their time of need. That little doofus right out there in the top, that guy right there in the middle at the top, I'm not going to name his name, but they asked him a while ago, some news reporter, to make a comment about it. Anybody with any sensitivity whatsoever would say, our prayers go out to those people, and we're going to do whatever we can for them. What did he say? I have no comment to make. Kind of like a half-moon grin on his face. You people that are in favor of him might ought to think twice. Enough on that subject. I just wanted to get on here and do a little vlog today. I'll step outside and we'll take a look out there. Let me get off of YouTube for a minute. Exit YouTube. Now that's straight off my clothes hanger wire antenna. I got stuck around out there on the deck.
Charlie has been bothered a great deal with these renegades.
All right. Anyway, I get a good picture off that antenna.
Yeah, some storms and mainly tomorrow. That's we'll see.
I'm not familiar with this channel. I might have picked a bad example to show you. Okay, there's CBS News. You couldn't ask for a better picture than that. AT&T could not compare to what I'm getting from Starlink.
And if folks want to see something different, especially on the Republican debate stage, they can go to hurtforamerica.com and donate at least $1.
She wins through
YouTube. Now would be a good time for you to go and click on Pwalpar. Subscribe to my channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's pick something here to click on. I've watched a lot of these Starlink videos here lately. Here's something I want to talk about, cop shows. Well, it's a prime example of what's going on in today's society. They show videos, and they're actual videos of people speeding and committing crimes and getting videoed by the dash camera of the police car. But what bugs me about the whole situation is some of the people they stopped, done been stopped 3 or 4 times. Today on the news, we watched a video on YouTube today where some guy kidnapped over here in Fayetteville, Georgia, kidnapped his girlfriend, and they chased him. And when they caught him, he shot his girlfriend and killed her, and they got him arrested out of the car. But the thing about irks me the most about it, it's the second time he's kidnapped her. He kidnapped her a couple of months ago. And what do these courts do? They turned around and let him go back out. This time he kidnapped her and killed her. What is wrong with the courts today when they don't punish these people? They show people that DUI for the 20th time, drunk driving. They catch them with no driver's license, dangerously running into people out there and hurting people or coming close to hurting people. But what do? They don't do anything to them. And why don't they do something to them? It costs money to put one of them jokers in jail and feed him. And none of these cities and courts want to do that. They find it easier just to fine the guy $200 or $300 and let him go. What does he do, especially these crack addicts and dope addicts? They just go out and commit another crime. Well, most of you are not going to believe, are not going to side with me on what I'm about to say. But I think if they catch somebody that's guilty of that, They ought to stick them under the jail and throw the key away. And some of these cops put up with so much ridiculous treatment from them. You can't punish them. You can't be rough with them. You got to practically apologize to them to arrest them. I think a cop ought to be able to take his billy club and smack them around 2 or 3 times. Get their attention. And then when they get to court, hand out a reasonable punishment. Time was in the past they'd put you out there on a chain gang and make you chop bushes and trees and clean up the roads. We saw some prisoners today when we went to the dump on a big old expensive trailer what they haul their equipment around with. Supposed to be out working. They were parked under a shade tree. And I don't blame them for parking under a shade tree at 97, 98 degrees. But the point is, they shouldn't have been out there to start with. They don't even have guards with them. They treat them so well in prison, they come back every night. Anyway, that's enough rambling about that. But what's your opinion on what the courts in today's society does to people? Criminals. And my opinion is put them under the jail and throw the key away. Craziest police chase is caught on camera. Now, I've watched some of these over in Arkansas. They'll ram you right off the road with their police car. Some of these states, they're not allowed to pit them. California is a good example. They'd rather let the person drive around town 900 miles an hour, risking the lives of everybody on the highway rather than take them out. Anyway, I've got no sympathy for people like that. I don't believe in it. Don't believe they should be catered to. If you hand out a decent punishment, crime will drop in a hurry. They'll quit robbing and stealing if they know you're going to punish them. Anyway, let's step out here and look at my satellite dish. Boy, when you step out this door, the heat hits you in the face like a ton of bricks. So I just threw my satellite dish right out there on the ground, and that's with a 50-foot cable. Right now we're probably 40 feet from the dish. Good 8 or 10 feet of cable here behind me makes 50 feet. The dish, this wire that I ordered is 175 feet. So let's just imagine another 50 feet out there would put me a considerable distance past the bird bath. That would be a total of 100. Remember, I got 175. Another 50 feet would put me out there in the middle of the shade from the trees out there, looking towards open sky. So I'm thinking my best bet for open sky for my satellites is going to be out there on this heavy-duty pipe mount. I'll come up with some way to attach it. And I'll just have to come up with a ditch witch or something to dig a ditch up here to get into the house. But my follow-up report on the Starlink is I'm very well pleased with it, and I'm hoping it only continues to get better. Do I recommend Starlink? It's a little more expensive than many of your services you're getting if you're on cable TV or whatever. But you got to realize people like me out here in the country don't have a choice. If you're in a remote area and you're not getting any decent satellite, don't depend on this DSL from AT&T. It will not cut the mustard. Little mockingbird out there on my crepe myrtle. One of my upcoming projects, I'm going to prune that crepe myrtle and cut it back. My 2 red tips out there, I'm probably going to have to cut them way back. Won't be in nothing. Won't be doing that in all this heat. Anyway, I hope everybody's staying cool. You're welcome to any comments on anything I've said today. Whether you agree with me or disagree with me, your comments are welcome. Pwalpar wishing all my viewers well. Y'all take care.